Hey guys, I hope you all are having a fantastic day. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amber and I film fashion, beauty, and lifestyle related videos. If you're into that kind of thing, please consider subscribing and ringing that notification bell down below so that you can be notified every single time that I upload a video. I post every single Tuesday and I have bonus videos for you guys on Fridays if the week allows me to do so. And for today's video, I am reviewing this bag right here, and if you would like to know a little bit more about that, just keep on watching. Also, if you're an expecting mom and you are kind of thinking of what you're going to put in your hospital bag, or if you're thinking about expanding your family, anything like that, or if you just want to know how much I can actually cram into this thing, stay tuned to the later part of the video, and I also am going to tell you what I'm bringing in my hospital bag for me and baby girl. And with that being said, let's just get on to the video. This is the Beis Weekender bag. If you're unfamiliar with the brand, it is a brand that Shay Mitchell, the actress on Pretty Little Liars, the one that she founded, and she creates a lot of travel items. And the reason why I purchased this bag was not because of me being a huge fan or anything. I actually was just suckered in to an Instagram ad because I knew that I wanted a new weekender bag. The only one that I had was this very over-the-top and gaudy printed bag that I got years ago. I may have been in high school. I'm not really sure. It was very cheaply made, and I just wanted something that was a little bit more grown up and was more fitted to my style. Now, also, the company that I work for sends us to summits every year, and I wanted to be able to have a carry-on bag or a personal bag as well as my carry-on instead of checking a bag, because this past summer when we went, my family and I went to Alaska, our luggage ended up getting lost, and it's a little bit different when your luggage gets lost on vacation than a business trip, because a business trip you have to be at certain places at certain times, and I really just don't want to deal with lost luggage. So I knew that I wanted to get something that I could use as a personal bag as well. So got suckered into this ad. It was so neutral and just beautiful and very chic, and it called my name. So this right here is the Weekender bag, and it retails now for $98. I believe at the time that I bought it, it was retailing for $88, but I got it on sale, or not on sale, I used a coupon code and got some money off. At the time, I think it was like a 10% off. When you go on the site, if it's your first purchase, I believe you get 10% off of your very first purchase, and so that's what I did. This bag is much more beautiful in person than it is online. There's two options. You can either get the black version or this version. I am more of a neutral, light toned, colored kind of girl. Even though I'm wearing black, I kind of wanted to make sure it stood out against me today, but usually I stick with more lighter tones when I'm dressing. So I went for this bag or this color, and the bottom is a faux leather, as well as the straps, the shoulder straps are faux leather, and then the body is a canvas type material, but it's not that cheap canvas material that you would see on a bag, like a tote bag that you would get from Walmart, like the cheap $5 ones. It's definitely much more sturdy and feels like it will last for a very long time. I am not one to spend a whole lot of money on products and items, but if it's something that I'm going to use over and over again, I do tend to kind of go more towards quality, so I end up spending a little bit more on it. So that's why it is a little bit pricier of a bag, and I'm okay with that because I know that I'm going to use it over and over again. It's very spacious on the inside. Let's see if I can show you. I'll be looking at my viewfinder to make sure I'm in frame. Let's see. So it's a pretty spacious bag, and I like how it is this rectangle opening, so it's really easy to get in and out of. I've used this on a few trips, as well as when I shot my very first YouTube video. I brought all of my clothing items to the location and my shoes, and it all fit really nicely. There is a padded laptop sleeve here, which is really great for business trips and anything that you're going to need to take any kind of tech, as well as just putting random things in there. It's just a nice big pocket with a Velcro closure here. Then you have on this side a big zip pocket that can fit lots of things there, and then two just regular pockets in front of that. I don't know if you can see it very well, but there it is. And then it has this little strap with I don't even know what these are called, the little clasps to put your keys on, so that you don't have to dig around your bag to try to find your keys. And then at the very bottom there is another compartment where you can put your shoes to keep everything separated so that your contents in the top do not get dirty. So there's this right here. The only complaint that I have about this bag is I wish that the bottom was a little bit more sturdy here, and that they put something that was a little bit more non-flexible, I guess, so that if you have items in the bottom compartment that aren't the same height, the bag would be a little bit uneven. It's not a deal breaker, but it is kind of inconvenient, if you will. So, but I do like that addition being there, so that you can keep your items separated. There is another zip pocket in the very front of the bag, which is really nice for storage. You can slip your phone in there, just anything that you don't really want to put in here to get lost, just for easy access. And then in the very back, there is also an option for a trolley pocket or a trolley sleeve. So it unzips, because you can use it as a regular pocket with it zipped, or you can unzip it and put it over the handle of your carry-on luggage, so it's easily transported through the airport, which will be really nice for when I go on my business trips. There is also a shoulder strap here that you can take on and off if you please, and that's primarily how I would carry it. I like to be hands-free, so I probably won't remove this. So yeah, I would definitely give this bag probably a 9 out of 10. The only complaint that I have about it is what I was telling you about the very bottom, just the fact that it's not very sturdy and it kind of collapses. But other than that, I really love this bag. It is very chic and stylish, and just all around just a good purchase in my opinion. And that's pretty much it for the review. So if you want to see what I am going to shove in here for my hospital visit, just keep on watching. I'm currently 30 weeks pregnant, and I will be 31 weeks on Monday. Today is currently Saturday. I know it's a little bit early, but I went ahead and started packing my bag because I went into preterm labor with my son at 32 weeks. They were able to stop it, but it kind of put it in perspective for me that I needed to go ahead and just be prepared. I have gestational diabetes, which puts me at increased risk for preterm labor in general. And so I just wanted to go ahead and be prepared for this one because labor is so unpredictable. I'm going to start out with what I am packing for myself, and then we'll move into what I'm packing for baby girl. Now, I'm not packing for my husband at this point, and that will probably be one of those things where we pack like when I go into labor, and that's what we did with my son, and it worked out fine, and we're not too worried about what he's got in there anyways. He just needs, you know, a toothbrush and some underwear and some clean socks and a change of clothes, and that's about it, and he can pack that in about 2 seconds. As always, links to all the items that are available will be listed in my blog post, and I will list that link in the description box below. But the first thing that I am going to be packing in my hospital bag is this labor gown that I bought with my son, or for labor with my son. And I didn't feel the need to go out and purchase another one. I did not buy this for the purpose of looking cute during labor. Honestly, I could care less what I'm wearing when I'm about to push a human being out of a very, very tiny space in my body or hole in my body. I don't really care about that. The purpose of me buying this is I'm a former ICU nurse and I know what goes on the linens in the hospital, and that alone just grosses me out. I actually was considering with my son to bring my own sheets and my own blanket, but I didn't go that far. But it did make me feel a little bit more comfortable knowing that the fabric that was directly touching a majority of my skin was my own and not well loved by somebody else's bodily fluids. So I am bringing that again. I am also bringing this nursing gown here. And this is from the brand on Amazon, I Love Sia. It is just this navy simple nursing gown. I pretty much didn't want to wear pants or didn't want to risk bringing a bunch of clothes that would irritate my C-section scar if I were to have a C-section. I did have a vaginal birth with my son, and that's what we're planning for this time. But, you know, like I said, labor and delivery is completely unpredictable, and you just never really know what's going to happen. So I prefer to wear gowns because I just didn't want anything to aggravate the incision if I were to have had one. And honestly, I didn't really want to wear pants when I was recovering from the vaginal delivery either, just because of everything that you're wearing down there, the mesh panties, the big chunky pad. It was just too much. So I kind of like to be free and breezy. So with my son, I did wear a different gown, but I did not get a nursing gown. And I do plan to breastfeed, and I breastfed my son. The reason why I decided to definitely go with the nursing gown this time was because easier access, which is kind of common sense, but I wanted to go the cheap way out with my son, and so I bought a non-nursing gown that was just a regular gown. I was thinking, well, I'll just be able to pull it down and it will be the same difference, but it was not, and it was very difficult to breastfeed in that. And I ended up wearing another gown that was a wrap style, but I'd really rather have the ones that clip down like this. And I Love Sia also makes the nursing bras that I wore with my son that I really, really like. They're very comfortable and well made and very affordable. I also have another nursing gown that was by that same brand, I Love Sia. This one is in black, and it's the exact same nursing gown, but just in case I have any leakage going on and I just want a fresh gown to wear, or if my baby has a little bit of a blowout on me, I will have something else to throw on. The next thing that I'm packing is this robe here, and it goes with that navy nursing gown. I got this from Milkmaid. I think that's what it's called, Milkmaid Maternity. And it was a little bit expensive, but it's very soft, and I know this is something that I can wear after delivery at home as well, or after the hospital visit. And the main reason why I got this is because I wanted to be extra, because it comes with an extra or a matching swaddle blanket for baby girl, which I thought was super cute, as well as a headband. So I'll be bringing that. I am not thinking about taking pictures in the hospital. That's not really my plan, but if we were to take some pictures, we'll have a matching outfit. So there's that. It's very, very soft jersey material, and I also just wanted to have a robe for whenever family comes around, and so I can kind of cover up. I don't really care if the females come in, but the men, especially on my husband's side, if they come to visit, I definitely want to have the option to cover up. I do have a one pant option that I'm bringing just in case I want to wear pants, but I kind of highly doubt it. But I found these, I don't know what happened to my voice just then, but I found these leggings online. I was looking for a postpartum type legging because if you've ever delivered, you know that jelly loose feeling in your gut that you get right after delivery. It's the weirdest thing. And so I wanted a postpartum specific legging that was a little bit more tummy controlling at the top and would kind of help hold things together if I decided to wear pants. So I found these on Amazon. I will link them, as I said, in the blog post. And I don't know how they're gonna work, but we'll see. I will definitely let you guys know. If they are something that I recommend, I will definitely buy some more and let you all know after delivery if they work well as far as controlling the tummy area. And so we'll see how that goes. But I did just bring this just in case I decided to wear pants, but like I said, I highly doubt it. The next thing I am packing is this nursing tank here. It is from that same brand, I Love Sia, that I got from Amazon. It came with I think about 4 in a pack, and it came with 3 black ones and 1 nude color. So I'm just gonna pack this to go with those leggings if I decide to wear them. To go on top of that legging and tank top combination, if I decide to wear that out of the hospital, or if I decide to just cover up and be a little bit more cozy, I am bringing just this cream cardigan just to throw on over it to keep me comfortable and also just warm. I'm always cold, so I'm bringing this. I don't plan to bring any of my own linens. I don't plan to bring my own pillow or my blanket because the hospital environment is disgusting, and the less stuff that I can bring that goes on, you know, my bed that's a little bit more difficult to wash, I'm not bringing it. So I do want to have something that I can kind of just bundle up with, and this is a pretty cozy cardigan that I can wear out of the hospital with, like I said, or just throw it on in the room if I get a little chilly. For my going home outfit, I plan to wear this dress, and it's just a gray maxi tank dress. And I wore something really similar when I gave birth to my son, and it was the same time of year that I gave birth, and it was just fine. And right now there is no sign out there that shows that it's gonna be freezing cold at that time anyways, even though it's gonna be around November, just because it's so hot. But I walked out of the hospital with a dress and some flip-flops, and my son was born in November, so I'm pretty sure I'll be okay. So I'm just bringing this tank dress just because I know it's going to be comfortable. If I have a C-section and I have an incision, it's not going to aggravate it. And my daughter's going home outfit does have some gray in it, so it will kind of match in a way. Even though that wasn't the exact reason why I picked this up, it, you know, it works out pretty well. And to go on top of that maxi dress, I'll probably end up just throwing this cardigan back on just to cover up, and I do get a little chilly, but nothing crazy, so just to have a little bit more modesty. And I'm sure that my area, my bottom area, will be a little bit bulky due to the very, very sexy mesh panties and large pad that I will be rocking. So I will definitely want this for some booty coverage to kind of conceal that anyways. Since I don't really know what I'm going to be wearing as far as shoes go into the hospital, I'm just going to be on the safe side and bring some sandals. These are just my simple blowfish sandals that I got from Amazon, and it's not like I'm really trying to be fashionable leaving. They're just comfortable and supportive, and they are cute, so there's that. But I'm just bringing these to wear out of the hospital. I'm also going to be bringing a couple of these grippy socks. Now I know that they provide them at the hospital that I am going to be delivering at, but they are always like really weirdly fitting on my feet. I have very small feet. I wear size 6, and I just don't feel like the socks are ever small enough, and they're just kind of strange and uncomfortable. And these are the exact same ones that I wore at the hospital with my son, so I am just packing these. Didn't want to go and spend any extra money there since I already had them on hand. So these will just be to keep my feet warm, and if I don't feel like putting on my slippers, I will have a grip so I don't fall and bust my head wide open while I'm in the hospital. So speaking of slippers, I'm just bringing my house shoes with me, and I don't really like the idea of walking around in the socks and then getting back in bed with those socks on after walking around the hospital floor. So I'm just bringing these. I may actually consider just buying a really cheap pair from the dollar store that I can just throw away instead of bringing these, so that I don't have to take them home and walk around my house with these. And these are my good ones, so I don't really want to get these all gross. So I'm actually probably gonna just buy some cheap dollar store ones for the hospital visit that I can just chunk afterwards and not feel guilty about. I probably will not be wearing a bra at all during my hospital stay. I have the nursing tanks and the nursing gowns that have a bra-like structure built into it. I don't feel the need to wear an additional bra along with that, so I probably won't be packing any. And honestly, I probably will be coming into the hospital when I go into labor with a nursing bra already on, just because I've already transitioned into them because my breasts have grown, and I don't want to buy a traditional bra that I'm not going to be able to wear later on. So I will probably actually be wearing this bra right here. It is from Maury Bay, and I didn't know, because I saw the ad on Instagram, got suckered in again. I didn't know that this was actually coming from like China or something, but it's actually super awesome quality, and I need to get a couple more, but there's no wire in it. It's very lightly padded to the point that you can't tell, but yes, very, very good quality. It's so comfortable. It almost feels like a memory foam, the padding that is in it, and it's just enough to give you a little bit of nipple coverage. It's not enough for anything else, which is exactly how I like it. So yes, very comfortable. I highly recommend this, and I'll probably end up buying a couple more from them. And it does have like a thinner strap than your traditional nursing bra does. I really like the I Love SOOOOO ones, and I will link those in the blog post as well. But the straps are just a little bit thicker, so when you're actually wearing these with certain clothing items, it can be a little bit annoying because you can see the strap, but they're so comfortable. So, but this is my go-to bra, and I'm probably gonna have it with me just because I'll probably already be wearing it, and I'll just wear this out of the hospital with that maxi dress. I will not be bringing any underwear to the hospital because they do provide mesh panties, but I will be packing these Always Discreet, super sexy diaper-like underwear for the visit, and I've already opened them and packed a few, and then I have some for the house. I did not have these with my first baby, but my best friend told me when she went to the hospital that these were the best things because it's like a one and done thing. You don't really, whenever it's a little bit lighter, the bleeding, when you can just kind of put this on. It's a one and done deal. You don't have to do the underwear and then the pad. You can just simply open this up, spray some of that nice cooling spray in there, and just slip it on. And these are so easy, and she said they were so much more comfortable, so I'm going to give it a try and try to impress my husband, you know, with these. Alright guys, that is all I have for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Leave a comment down below and let me know if there's something that I didn't mention that you think that I should bring to the hospital. And I can't wait to see you guys in my video next week. Have a good one. Bye!